Is there a moment that you can remember, or like a time in childhood? Did you enjoy like entertaining people? Did you get something out of it? Because the world is so much better for you being in it and doing your comedy.
Thank you.
And did you have like that moment when you were a kid?
Get comfy.
Yeah. Did you have that moment when you were little where you're like, this feels right?
I was not like the class clown. I think as I got older and my confidence grew, that's when my comedy started to come through. And, you know, I would be playing like on a sports team, and I would memorize like a Saturday Night Live sketch and then go perform it for like my tennis team, and they would laugh and I'd be like, oh, I love that feeling. Like, what is that? And so as I got older, comedy kind of started to seep in. And then once I got on stage and actually officially made people laugh, that was like the greatest feeling in the world.
And now you're making the whole world laugh all the time, Fortune. You're so good.
Thank you.
Like, in this special, your mom is such a big part of the comedy.
She's just like a fun, quirky person. And so I have all these stories from childhood where, you know, she was just living life. But now that I think back on it as an adult, I'm like, that was kind of crazy.
She is such a character, your mom. Do people think she's real, that it's all her?
I think sometimes they think I'm making up these stories about her, and she'll tell people, she's like, these are all real.
Yeah. She is so proud of you, Fortune.
Oh,
she is.
Do you think she's proud of you?
Yeah, I do.
We have a video from your mom, actually.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Take a look.
My mother, Fortune's Nana, wanted me to name her Fortune. But I said she would have to be Miss America to carry that name. But guess what? She's a stand-up comedian instead. Even better. Go Fortune, we're so proud of you.
Surprise. We were on Chelsea Lately together.
The best show!
With Chelsea Handler. I remember the day when Fortune showed up. And I do remember meeting you in the room. But you manifested that. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think I realized that's what I was manifesting, but it was New Year's Eve, and this was 2010. I had been in LA for 8 years at that point, just, you know, trying so hard to break into the industry. And I was with my friends around the table. We were going around kind of saying what we hoped for the new year. It was very LA thing. So we're like, let's share feelings. And I was just like, I kind of gave it up to like, I don't know what's next. I can't pay my bills. I'm working hard. This is what I want. I'm just open to whatever the next thing is I'm supposed to do. And I'm giving myself over to whatever is supposed to be next. And to break the tension, I was probably bumming everybody out. My friend pretended to be Oprah and started hitting the table and was like, you're gonna go to Australia, and you're gonna go to Australia. And we all were like, yeah, we're going to Australia. And it was such a funny, like, little button to this, you know, come to Jesus moment. And 3 weeks later, I got a phone call from the Chelsea Lately producers to come in for a meeting. I had submitted a writing packet. I ended up meeting Chelsea a few days later after that. They hired me. This was like a huge opportunity. Wow. They hired me as a writer, and then I got to be on the show. And my first day of work, I'm talking with one of the showrunners, and he says, oh, by the way, in May, we're going to film a week of Chelsea Lately in Australia, and you're coming.
You're going to Australia.
Right?
I mean,
how crazy is that?
What did you think in that moment? Were you like, what?
It felt unreal, and it truly changed my life. That show and Chelsea opened all these doors for me. I've been working for the last 14 years ever since in this business, doing something I love, all because she saw something in me and gave me that opportunity.
And what you did with that opportunity.
Gorgeous.
Love that, Fortune.
I mean, I just love you so much.
Thank you, Drew. I love you.
Well, Fortune, your new special, Crushing It, is exactly that. It is crushing it. You are crushing it.
Good to see you.
You are.